What's up, guys? I'm back. I'm back here in a video today. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing an album review for some metal music and all of that fun stuff, everybody. So, what am I gonna be reviewing this week for my metal channel? I'm gonna be reviewing the album 1184 by the black metal band Windir and all of that stuff. Yeah, everybody. Is it Vinder or Winder? I don't know, but what one of those two, everybody. Anyways, uh, Lee, let's see what happens. Okay, so what I'm looking here, in terms of this album, this is an album I've seen before in the past. An album and a band I've heard of. This band Vinder or whatever they're called. I've heard this band before, but and I've seen this album cover before, so not like this is a new album to me. So yeah, everybody. Anyways, everybody. Looking at this album 1184, it's looking like it's the third album or something, and all that. Either the second or third one. Yeah, everybody. What one of those two, and lots of fun, everybody. It's like, let me see where this band is from. Norway. Yeah, everybody. Makes lots of sense where they're from, like Norway. Moving on, everybody. Uh, but anyways, everybody, let's get into my thoughts on the album and what I noticed in terms of the sound and the music in general. So yeah, everybody, let's get right into it. So in terms of what I thought of it, let's talk about the sound first. What I noticed in terms of the music, first up, you're gonna notice, even though there's a good amount of the typical, even though there's good amount of the typical black metal sound, like fast blast beats, and all that, and shrieky vocals, and all that stuff, everybody. Even though there's a good amount of that, plenty of keyboard sections, I guess. Either keyboard sections or some sort of acoustic stuff going on and all that fun stuff, everybody. And it gives the album more of an epic sound to it, and it's big sounding and all that fun stuff, everybody. And that's a few things I noticed in terms of epic sounding songs that give these songs an epic feel and stuff, in terms of uh even though a good amount of these songs are long, uh we're talking over 5 minutes, they use it to an advantage to their advantage, in terms of making these epic pieces, and that are not your typical blast beats and shrieking vocals, that are not your typical black metal, traditional 90s black metal we're talking about, and all that fun stuff, everybody. And in terms of the track listing, 6 out of the 8 tracks are over 5 minutes long. There's songs the 5th track, Hydra or something, whatever it's called. There's the 5th song, that's over 8 minutes long. And there's the last one, Journey to the End. That's a little more than 9.5 minutes long, and all of that fun stuff, everybody. And Like even though those songs are long, they're they're not done in a way that like not in term they don't get repetitive in a way in terms of like uh it doesn't feel like these sections are like dragging on, and I don't feel that in a way, like especially like the especially the last song. uh like there's a point where about either about a quarter of the way, about a third into the song, or possibly halfway. They get this big they get this keyboard section that goes on for the latter half of the song. There's that, and then there's the drums. There's there's that keyboard section along with the drums, and yeah, everybody. And to me, that's a perfect example of like long sections of like few things going on and stuff. Because really, in that section, you got the keyboards plus the drums, possibly and that's mostly what's going on, everybody. And even then, that's like off the chain, everybody, in terms of like the way it sounds and just like the epic vibe it gives off and all that fun stuff, everybody. Just like, and the way the keyboards are put into basically all the songs, like they don't feel like too much or anything. Like just everything's balanced out pretty great in terms of like, oh, you get your typical blast metal. Wow. You got your typical black metal section here. Fast. You got your blast beats. Fast guitar section. Fast tremolo guitar section, and your shrieking vocals. You get a melodic section here, like a melodic guitar line and all that stuff, and then you get your keyboard section. Like it feels like there's like a bunch of different things going on within like all of the songs and all of that fun stuff, and it doesn't feel like I was saying, it doesn't feel like too much or anything. Like it doesn't feel like repetitive, or it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like they're dragging on for like the entire song. Like, yeah, but just the way that everything is balanced out on this album is just epic. And yeah, everybody, and all that fun stuff, everybody. And there are songs like 1184, the song, acoustic sections in the middle of the song, and just and all of that, and just acoustic guitar lines throughout this entire album also, and just epic sounding and all that fun stuff, everybody. Just for me, this album is close to a 10 out of 10 in terms of like a perfect album and stuff. And depending on who you ask, this could be a 10 out of 10 and all that fun stuff, everybody. And like it's really close for me in terms of like, is this a 10 out of 10? For me, it's close to being a perfect album in terms of like in terms of just like all of the songs are like there was in my opinion, there's no bad tracks on here. Like just the way the songs flow is just epic. Also, just and all of that stuff, everybody. Just the way this album flows from one track to the next is epic. And yeah, everybody. And for me, 9.5 out of 10 is the closest I'm willing to give this in terms of a perfect album. And like it's really close, everybody. Like, now, am I gonna give this album more listens? I don't know. Here's the thing, everybody. With me, a good amount of the albums I've reviewed in the past, in terms of this channel, for the most part, it's like I listened to an album once and haven't touched it ever since. One example of what I'm talking about: Punishment for Dissonance by Coroner. I reviewed that album sometime last year. I even said in that review, I even said in I even said in that review I was gonna give it more listens. Haven't even touched it ever since. So there's examples of like I listened to an album once, just for some reason not touch it. Like, and my thing, and the thing is with me, everybody, like, it's like I don't know why I'm like this, but like me and listening to a select few bands, like I don't know what I'm doing, everybody, and yeah, everybody. Why am I like that? I don't know, but anyways, everybody. So yeah, everybody. That's a good amount of stuff I had to say for today, and in terms of my thoughts on this album and all that fun stuff, everybody, and so yeah, everybody. I just me and a good amount of talking, like lots of fun. Like I had lots of stuff to say about this album in terms of my thoughts and what I noticed about this album 1184 by Windir. Like lots of thoughts, everybody. Like lots of fun. Everybody, and yeah, everybody. Anyways, I'm gonna start wrapping today's up. I'm gonna start wrapping up today's video and all of that fun stuff, everybody. So, yeah, everybody. I'm not gonna go any further with today's video. Like, good amount of the stuff I had to say, I said in today's video. So, yeah, everybody. I'm not gonna go any further with today's video. I'm simply not, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.